Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everyone. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? I know I am. And today I have a hurry up breakfast, stick in your mouth, delicious little recipe. And I wanted to share it with you guys. So come along and let's go. Welcome back to my channel, Tell You Everything. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning because it is Thanksgiving Eve. And I know all of us is about to get started on some baking and some cooking. And I know I'm up and I am trying to figure out my recipes and what I need to do. But before I get going with everything else, I have not had caffeine, so I might slow down a little bit. Anyways, before I continue, it is time to give out some shout outs. And I finally got some emails showing me who's subscribed. So if I do miss your name, I'm so very sorry. But you can blame that on my email because I have no control of why a lot of them are not coming through. But I do want to give a big shout out to Kathy Diamond. Thank you so much for your support and subscribing. And another shout out to Ronnie. And Ronnie, you did not have a last name. You had numbers. And I just can't remember all those numbers. Not right now. Not when I have no caffeine in me. But I want to thank you also for your support and for subscribing. Now, with that being said, if I have missed anyone, I do apologize. Go down to the comments below and let me know I missed your name. I know that you subscribed in September. And here it is, November. And I do apologize, but I just sometimes get emails from months later. And I have no clue why. But at least you got your shout out. Give me your comment. Let me know that you heard your shout out. Now, with that being said, welcome back to another new video with Tell You Everything. I am Mama... no, I am AKA Mama Pain. And today's video, I just wanted to share a little recipe with you guys. Some of you know what blueberry biscuits are. You know they're delicious. You buy them where? At Hardee's. And I don't know what other places has them, but I know that some of you have bought blueberry biscuits at Hardee's and talked about how great they were. I personally did never get to try it, and our Hardee's in Southport closed down. So no blueberry biscuits for anyone in this little town. So if you want to know how to make your very own blueberry biscuits, I have a little recipe. It's so easy. It has hardly any ingredients. And yes, I'm doing a shortcut on how to do it because it's simple and it just tastes just as good. I mean, I could do my own biscuits, my own homemade biscuits, but the thing is why not just cut through the chase, go through all that trouble, and just do it a little bit easier. Since it's Thanksgiving, and I'm doing it because I know my teen is going to be up here shortly. He's going to be starving. He's going to want something right away. So I figured I would make some delicious homemade little biscuits with blueberries and let him just gobble those up because that would hold them until possibly lunchtime or dinner time, depending on if he wants lunch or dinner. Anyways, So also you can add a nice glaze to them, and that's a preference. You don't have to add to it, but personally I will add to it because that's how a blueberry biscuit is supposed to be ate, especially the ones that hardest everyone went crazy about when they first come out. Blueberry biscuit with the glaze up top. So that being said, let's go in the kitchen and let's see that easy recipe. Alright guys, I'm in the kitchen. Ready? When I said it's easy, it's easy. Check this out. This is all you need. Now if it's going to be just you and another person, this will make, let me see how many biscuits this makes. This one packet will make up to, I believe it was, let me see, hold on. These one box of biscuit mix will make up to 5 biscuits, okay? So I'm going to double my recipe. I'm going to do 2 boxes so that I can get, you know, have some now and maybe have another one later. And this one box is a 8 ounce, okay? This is an 8 ounce box. Alright, then I bought a packet, 1 pound bag of blueberries. And you could either add half a cup of blueberries or a whole cup of blueberries. And since I'm doubling my recipe, I'm going to add a whole cup of blueberries. Guys, I'm telling you, it's so easy. And then you add a, let me see, it's a 2 cups of water. And I've already added 1, so I'm going to add my second one. And you know, I decided to put little chunks of butter in it because, hey, that would make it even better. But that's a preference. That's totally up to you. I've got my glasses on. I know I don't never come on videos showing myself with my glasses, but my vision is getting bad. And these are my older glasses. I just went in for a new prescription, so they should be coming in a few weeks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pour in. And like I said, this is difficult to do when you're trying to do this and record at the same time. Okay, let me go ahead and get that poured in there. Alright, so I got the dough mixed. And I totally forgot to mention the box name. Jiffy Buttermilk Biscuit Mix. And they also have the cornbread. And right now, I cut up little bits and pieces of butter, which I'm going to add to this. And of course, my blueberries. And remember that I doubled my batch. So you're going to double the ingredients, okay? And this is a preference. You don't have to add blueberries. You could add possibly strawberries. I've never had the biscuits with strawberries either, so who knows? It might be just as good. I'm pretty sure it is just as good. Okay, so I'm going to mix all this together. Okay guys, so I got this mixed, and what I have to do now is throw some flour and mix a little flour on there because this is very sticky. So once I put the flour down and I get it into a nice fold. Don't overfold, just fold about 5 or 6 times, I think, and that should be good. And then just spread it out. And while I'm doing this, make sure you set your oven to 450, and you will bake these at let's see, you bake these for 10 to 12 minutes, so you have to eyeball these. You don't want them to burn. Once you do that, and what I'm using to, because I don't have a biscuit cutter or anything, what I'm going to use is my mason jar, the small lid, and cut my biscuits with. Okay, so I'm folding the dough, And as you can see, I've put my flour down, and you will do this a few times until you get that little bit of dryness on the outside. And you don't want to mash it too hard, because then you're going to mash all your blueberries. You don't want that. So after doing this, see, just mash that one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it out and hope I don't mash all my blueberries, and then start cutting and turning them into biscuits. Alright, so I rolled them out, I cut them out. It's a mess, yes it is, and you will need to use the flour on the counter. Blueberries were pretty juicy and absorbing a lot of the dryness of the flour. So I would just say half a cup of blueberries for both boxes. Only because they put out a lot of juice, okay? But here is what I got going on. I have a little bit of dough left to make a tiny one. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven. And like I said, it was, I think, at 450 for 10 to 12 minutes, I do believe. I don't want to say if that's not the case, but yeah, because I forget. Yeah, 450 for 10 to 12 minutes. And that's what I'm going to do, and then we wait and we see the outcome. And yes, my timer is broken, and I totally forgot to buy another one while I was at the store yesterday. But I'll take a second or a few seconds to say I hope everyone has made it to their locations. Please have safe travels, enjoy your families, give thanks. We're here, it's 2022, fixing to be 2023. Enjoy your time with your loved ones. Life is too short. I will have this little recipe on the descriptions below, so if you guys do want to try it out, the recipe will be on the descriptions. So with that messy countertop, this is a good tip. Use this and scrape all that sticky flour off the counter, because it was all the way up to here and it was so sticky. You don't want to use a washcloth. That washcloth, it would do, just make it worse. So just scrape it before you wipe it. Good tip. So guys, it's time. They're ready and they look very, very good. Here is the outcome. And this would be, I forgot to mention that you can do, instead of rolling them out, and if you feel like that's a bit too much, you could also do the spoon drop. You could do the spoon drop and just drop them in. But this is your results. Little bite biscuits, okay? But they look so delicious. And now I'm going to make the icing. Well, the icing glaze. And that's a preference. I choose to put the icing glaze on there. So I have put the glaze on it, and this is what they look like. Now, it's time to taste, but I will suggest, like I said, just put half a cup of blueberries and add a little sugar to your flour, because those blueberries that I have bought, they were so tarty, and without that glaze, they would be very tarty biscuits. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it that taste. And here's nice and golden brown and both sides, pretty good size, like a regular size biscuit. Break it open. Blueberry just fell out of it. Now I'm gonna taste it. I had to wait for a little bit for them to cool off. That is good. That is good. Definitely needs that glaze, because without it, like I said, it would definitely be very tardy. So next time I make these, I will add a little sugar to my blueberries, and that's a good idea, is add a little sugar to the blueberries, and a little bit of sugar to the biscuit mix. But other than that, wow, that's a pretty good bite. 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 6, because it just needed a little bit more work. And I did forget to say, this was my very first time making blueberry biscuits. I usually make other types of biscuit, but this was my first time. So I play around a little bit with it, and now I know what it needs. And sometimes you have to do that. Well guys, that's it for today's video. And I thank you for joining me. And please, if you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to comment. And if you make this recipe, let me know how it turned out for you. I wasn't extremely impressed, but it was okay. And that's why cooks, chefs, they play around until they get it just right. And that's what makes them amazing, is when they get it just right. But with that being said, don't forget to hit that bell for uploaded new videos, so when I do, you are notified. And please share and comment and subscribe. Like I said, subscribe if you're new. And like I said, I want to thank you to the new subscribers for your support. Other than that, my Instagram at Mama Pain, my Facebook group is an awesome group called Shadows Behind the Darkness, and I do have a second channel, which is awesome things going on in that channel. Go to Lights Out Paranormal. Until then, guys, I hope everyone has a safe, beautiful, blessed Thanksgiving with their families. You will be seeing me more. I will be doing some more recipes and will be uploading. That's why you need to subscribe and hit the post notifications so you will see the very next video. Until then, we want to say bye-bye. Until then, stay positive, live a little, and don't forget to love yourself. Until next time, this is Mama Pain. I'll see you soon.